and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport with the challenge. You can see this race is kind of already kicking off. The goal is simple. I have got 4 laps of Daytona to try and work my way through a pack of cars. I'm driving the Cadillac DPI car that recently came to the game. Difficulty number 1 is actually getting this thing off the line because it's going to want to fall down the banking. And also difficulty number 2 is I'm not very good with these cars. So, you know, I will do my very best with this. But yeah, basically, the grid is reverse PI order. The slowest cars are released first, but of course, so they get a big head start, but of course their car is nowhere near as fast as my Cadillac. I'm going to see how far I can work my way through the field in this. Don't know whether we're going to be able to win or not, but it's always difficult to balance these kind of things. But yeah, we'll give it a try. Now, I've got to be careful. Cold tyres on this car are interesting, to say the least. Now, of course, Daytona, the 24-hour, is coming up soon, very soon at the time of filming this. I don't quite know when this video is going out, but the track has now come to Forza, so here we are giving it a test. I don't know Daytona very well, if I'm being honest, so this is going to be an experience. I mean, a car that I'm not, sort of car/class I'm not very familiar with, and a track I'm not very familiar with. I'm a little bit scared that I'm going to have a big accident and that we're just going to struggle to catch up to other vehicles, but never mind. I can already spot 2 GT cars having a fight going on somewhere up ahead. I think that's Ewan and Liam, maybe? No, I think it's Shadow, actually. I think Shadow's driving the Audi, the IMSA Quattro. How fast can you go through the chicane? Well, maybe not like that. It's fine. We got out the other side in one piece. Only just in one piece, but we are out the other side in one piece. So Longbow did fine work getting a sort of selection of cars that are kind of appropriate for this, and getting a rough roll-off delay to try and get it as balanced as possible. I love these kind of challenges, but it is super tough to get them balanced. I mean, we're doing a good job catching Speed Beast. Liam is having a fight with... it's Grumple's driving the Audi 90. Of course, the thing for us, the difficulty for us is, of course, we can be quick, but we have now got to start dealing with traffic. Speed Beast has gone to the inside of Liam. Can I make this work on the wider line? No, I cannot. Grumples has snuck back past with that Audi. It's not going to be a match for us in a straight line, but I'm not going for a pass through there. That would be crazy. It's a flat-out corner in this car. Grumples had to have a little tap on the brakes with that Audi to make it stick. Where are we going to get past Speed Beast? I think we have a bit more straight-line speed than the Chevrolet DPI. I mean, that's a slightly older DPI car, I think. I don't know anything about these cars. I'm sorry. Normally, I'm good with my motorsport vehicles and knowing about them, but this is something I am just not all that familiar with. We are past the Chevy. I mean, that's going to sit in the slipstream. That is actually going to help it, of course, around this circuit, although we are fast enough. Even with the slipstream, we're able to get away. Where do I brake for here? Don't know about there. Okay, that's not too bad. We are through that section. Aaron ran wide and clonked the wall. We are going to try and go below the Aston Martin. I mean, we saw it having its own battle. I think Ninetale saw us coming and was kind of happy to sit there and wait. Realised, in fact, to be fair, the Oldsmobile or the Buick, whatever, I think it's the Olds, has got enough speed to fend off from that Aston Martin. Of course, it doesn't quite have the downforce of the Aston, but it will have a fair bit more power. Come on. Cadillac, let's get around here quite nicely. Gliska is up next with the rotary goodness of an RX-7. We are going to hopefully try and cut underneath on the exit here. Whoa, behave. We are past another one. Right, use the speed. You can see a Speed Beast in the background making progress. What have we got up next? We've still got like 18 seconds to catch to Ollie. It's a big gap. It's a big gap. Don't slide the car. We've got Stinty up ahead. Can't tell what that is yet. We will slow you down as well for this next corner. Right, I can see the Roush Mustang thing. It looks... I want to say it's a Zach Speed Capri. I don't think it is. They're going all side by side on the banking. Now, the more they fight each other, well, the better it is for me to at least catching that group. More difficult to pass if they are all side by side. I also don't know what's going on with the like cars in the distance. They're actually very weird down there. Oh, we are over the grass and over the curbs. It's Coffee and Pegger and Stinty through there. We've got a good run on the exit. We will pass the Viper. I will say thank you very much for that. Stinty, I think, has one of the kind of Trans Am, so I say muscle car. I think it might be the Buick. God, that thing has got some. Stinty's has got some real speed. It is absolutely flying along. It's actually dragging us along with it, which is helpful. Yeah, that looks like the Buick, perhaps, as we go around the outside of the Buick into turn 1, but I can't pull it up in time. Oh no, it's the Cougar through there. Right, we are past at least. We can let them have their own little fight amongst themselves for that position. We're up to 6th. Whoa, Cadillac, behave. 10 seconds. I don't think we can do 10 seconds a lap. I think we did 8 seconds in the last lap on Ollie. I don't think we're quite going to be able to do enough. Shadow has got the Ferrari, the BBLM. Now, the cars we're catching here are potentially... The speed differential is going to be greater now between us and the cars we are trying to hunt down. We've got the Ferrari, the BBLM, we've got the Greenwood Corvette going on. Oh, come on, get down, get the power down. We're going to get the Ferrari now. I mean, second place may not be out of the question. It really depends on what their top speed is like. I think victory is too far away. Second is in the offing here. If I was better with the Cadillac, we could do this. I'm not good enough with it. Right, send it through the chicane bit. Come on, Caddy. We will get brazen here. Now we go on the tail of the Corvette. The Corvette is actually not going to be slow down the straight. We might struggle. We may all get Stevie here. Come on, Caddy. Come on, we need to get Stevie. I want to get at least a podium. The Greenwood Corvette's got so much speed. God, we're just going to steal a third from Stevie. Just. The Pro Car took victory. Oh, we couldn't... That Greenwood Corvette had so much straight line. It's actually pulling away from me by the end of that straight. Of course, it doesn't have the downforce of the DPI. If we hadn't got stuck in a tiny bit of traffic here and there, maybe. God, that was close. It's close to second. Wasn't close to the Pro Car. Ollie's too far out in front. Couldn't quite catch it. But we worked our way just onto the podium. Poor Stevie. Stolen at the end. A highly exciting race, though. Nevertheless, for me, carving our way through the pack, I'll take a podium. For our second race of this challenge, we've come to Road America. There are cars somewhere over there. They're already. It's a bigger roll-off delay around this one. This is going to be, I think, tough. Although, of course, while Daytona was very much a speed circuit, this you've got probably... I mean, it's still quite a fast circuit, but we have got more grippy sections, hopefully, for the DPI car to come good in. I will say, so far, this video has been a tour of circuits I don't know amazingly well. Daytona just come to the game. That was my first time driving Daytona on Forza Motorsport. And this track, well, I have driven Road America before. I don't drive it very often. So, this is going to be an interesting one. Oh, come on then. That's... it could be worse. If I'm not crashing, I'm going to say we're doing okay. That's sort of the goal. Don't crash. And see what we can do, really. Now, my DPI compared to Speed Beast, we are a little faster down the straight. I mean, in theory, we should just be a little bit better overall. But Speed Beast's car is still going to be relatively rapid. The thing that we don't want to do is get caught up battling for any length of time. I mean, or upset my car through there. Got on cold tyres. When the tyres warm up, this isn't too bad. On cold tyres, it's super sketchy. For me, what we're talking about here. Whoa. Where are we going? Where are we going? Don't do that. Through there. That's fine. There's only been a little bit of a problem. Can we be flat the whole way around here? I'm going to guess probably not. I'm going to have a bit of a lift through there. Okay, that's fine. It's not been as good a first lap for us, I don't think, in terms of catching the cars ahead, although there were bigger gaps. Oh, we got it all wrong. Oh, come on, get back on the circuit. That could have been worse than it was. It was very, well, it was a disaster. It wasn't a complete disaster, I think, is the best way to sum it up. Yeah, we just got the car sat up on the curb through there, and it sort of spat us a little bit wide. There is... The heart rate has gone up. that is for sure. Poor Liam. Liam is a bit unlucky that the M8 is one of the higher PI of the GT cars, and yeah, it just means it's got such a disadvantage with the roll-off delay. We are going to catch Liam by the end of the first lap. We are going to pass Speed Beast into turn number 1 here. Don't know where to brake. Down here about there will do. By the looks of it. Well, we use a little bit too much road on the exit there. Come here, Ninetails. Let's see what we can do with the Caddy. It doesn't like the curbs as much as I thought it was going to around here. I've got to be a little bit careful. That is going to get me in a lot of trouble here. We are hunting down that Aston Martin, using as much of the slipstream as I could. I mean, Ninetails went to cover a little bit, but there's only so much that you can do down there. Oh, we got a little wide. Don't go out there. Well, the Ninetails has gone even wider. That's fine. Here we go. Now, be careful with the curves. In these low-speed sections, be careful with the car wanting to spin up the wheels. Whoa, yeah, like I really want to be aggressive. I keep saying be careful on the curbs, and I'm really not being careful enough. We're being very aggressive in some of these places, trying to battle, and yeah, we get ourselves in trouble. We've now caught an old IMSA duel between an RX-7 and a Nissan, and I'm trying to go around the outside of both of them. There's not really a gap for me there. Yeah, there's going to be a gap here now. Now we can pass. I tried to sneak around the outside of Gliska, but Gliska started understeering, and it ran out of space for us. Speed Beast is caught while we were having that little fight, because of course all of the time we had been gained had been lost a little bit there in that tussle. Right, we're off after Aaron. What were they driving? Wasn't that one of the Trans Am cars, I think? I don't think we're catching on it. I mean, we didn't have a great start. The first lap wasn't particularly great. That lap there, we lost a good chunk of time through a corner where we would traditionally make up a lot of time. So, yeah, I think the Pro car may well take this one, unless something up here else is doing well. Difficult to know, really, at this point. We're going to need to have a mega lap or two. Well, and that is a good way to not have a mega lap. Never mind. Right, Aaron, we are going to hopefully not catch you at an awkward point. Well, a little bit of an awkward point, which means we can't use all the road on the exit. We will be past now. What a Stinty up in front. I'm not sure what car Stinty's driving. Might be the Buick, might be the BBLM. I think maybe, again, if we aim for the podium, that would be nice if we can do it. And I know, admittedly, we're on lap 3 out of 4, and we're currently in 10th. I actually think that's going to be a bit too ambitious for us here. But no, you never know, especially if they do end up fighting each other around some of this. Carefully does it on the curbs. Through there. Okay, Stinty, we're going to catch you at the kind of carousel corner. You are still in the Buick or something for us to deal with. Yeah, we're going to catch you through here. This is the corner where we make a lot of our time up. Sorry, no, it's the Mercury for... I'll remember who's in what car eventually. Sorry, Stinty. Yeah, we were trying to carry... I say it's frustrating because that is the corner where we just cannot afford to catch a car on. That is the corner that makes the biggest difference, I think. Well, not quite the biggest difference, but it's one of the corners that makes the biggest difference around the lap, and I could not make the most of my performance there whatsoever. We've got the gap to the leaders down to 19 seconds. I mean, if we didn't get caught at the carousel twice, that lap there wasn't as bad. Maybe possible, may have been, we'd have a much better chance. We were getting like 1.6 seconds on our previous lap through all that. Longbow, we're catching up to the Greenwood Corvette again. We know that thing's so fast down there. It's pulling on us again down towards 2. We won't be able to carry the speed through the corner at all, but that thing is an absolute monster down the straights. Hopefully, we can out-accelerate it. I want to get past it into this next corner, which we do, because I don't want to have to deal with it down the straight, although we are going to just tow it down the straight. No, you can't match us through the turns. Funny that, really. Right, we'll go up ahead of you. There's a big gaggle of cars, which is kind of what we want to see, but we're going to catch them at the... Oh, we're not going to get the podium, I don't think. Well, I mean, if we can clear this gaggle of cars and not have to deal with them in the corkscrew, not corkscrew, sorry, in the carousel bit, that would be glorious. Then we might be able to stand a chance of getting on the podium. But, yeah, it's Ewan, Coffee, Shadow, and I think Impega up ahead in that 4th place. Okay. Where are we going to go on the Corvette? We're going to get the Corvette and the Viper, hopefully. Oh, it's a really big dive on the Viper. I really wanted to clear it before going through here, which we will do. Now, we can sneak it on the inside. Okay. Oh, we're going to have to lift, I bet, through the kink, aren't we? Get the slipstream on Shadow. We are past. We are on a funky line through there, though. Right. Let's get Impega down towards the next braking zone. Are we chasing Stevie for a podium? We are. Once again, we are chasing Stevie's Porsche for a chance on the podium. Too much time spent stuck in traffic in this one has cost us a chance at a win. We're right there. We're so close. There are the leaders. We can see the Pro car. We can see the BMW. Will we have enough acceleration? We're going to get Stevie. It's going to be really close here. Come on, Cadillac. No, not quite. It's a podium again. Ollie gets it, just holds on from Brazen. The carousel got us. Us getting stuck on the outside of Gliska. In fact, us getting stuck behind Stinty on that did it. That's all it took. Gee, that's so close. I didn't think we were going to get that close at all. Once again, Stevie loses it on the drag race to the line. Ah, bloody hell. Couldn't really ask for it much closer than that. Ah, if we could have got through the traffic just a little bit better. But we couldn't quite. Bloody hell. Speed Beast, unlucky, may have made a mistake because they were, well, I say were, but I mean, you know, it was also a much slower car at the end of the day. Oh, it's a third what could have been. For our final race, we have come to Laguna. Who was that? Who wheel span into the wall? I think that might have been Stinty. But yes, we are here at Laguna. It's a 6-lap race around this legendary circuit. I'm a little bit concerned about my car bottoming out at the corkscrew. We've already seen it having issues on the curbs. But yeah, we'll see how it goes around here. Now this track, it should be very good for us. You know, we've got so much more grip than just about everything around here. But it's whether I'm going to be able to access the grip, whether I'm going to be able to use it properly, because I'm not great with these kind of cars, and whether we get held up in traffic. Again, we saw that last race. It made the difference, essentially. We're going to... Oh, I'm really wary of these curbs. I'm also seeming to go down about one too many gears. I think I can get away with... A few of these corners I can get away with leaving it in a higher gear. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Oh, it's not Stinty in that car because people have swapped cars slightly. We lost a Brazen, so we have one less car in this race. Right, don't be an idiot through here. I don't want. I'm desperately trying to not spin it and throw it away while the tyres warm up because this is a sort of car where I have to build confidence in it as we go through. And the first lap, I just do not trust the back end until the tyres have got to some sort of temperature. We weren't very good through the corkscrew this time around, but there's plenty of race for us to hopefully be able to charge our way up through the order. Oh, that's very late on the brakes into the final corner. Liam is about to get passed by Speed BC. We've not had a great first lap. Again, a little bit like Road America, we've not had a particularly great first lap. I mean, we are coming up against the fastest cars first, essentially, in all of this. I don't know if Liam actually catches anybody by the end of this race. Probably catches the Aston Martin of Ninetails, but I haven't actually looked. Speed Beast having a better race so far with the Chevy, although we have got this lap a little bit better, perhaps. Now, my goal is if we can pass Liam down here. Again, if we can get past before we actually get to the corners, if we can just have our straight line speeds do the job, then that makes life 10 times easier for me. Speed Beast might actually be a little bit more time consuming to overtake around here, because we can't... I mean, we will probably end up using our superior straight line speed, but there's less places to use it around this track. Aaron is struggling, I think, with that Trans Am car, which is not a big surprise that it would be a handful around here. Some of the cars that have been quick so far might struggle. Oh, we wanted to try and sneak our way around the outside of Speed Beast. It's going a little bit busy down here. We are to the outside of Ninetales is in a very awkward position. We're trying to sneak around the outside. It's 3 wide on the exit. Gee, that's crazy stuff. Kept it clean though, ish. We went a little bit adventuring on the outside there. Christ, yeah, this sort of stuff is going to make life difficult. Speed Beast. I see. I was going for a slightly different line through there than the Speed Beast was. Which is, I'll say, fair enough. We are not quite extracting the maximum out of this car, I don't think. But there we go. Right, we're coming up against Gliska. Can we pass? Not going to pass before the next corner, I don't think. We're going to have to do it up the hill. It's going to, yeah, we'll try and... Oh, Gliska was actually going to give us the outside. Didn't realise. That's very kind of them. But, yeah, well... So the way that I treat it, and I think the way it's done with multi-class racing, is the slow cars stay on the racing line and the fast cars have to find a way past, which is why I was going for the kind of cut underneath for the exit, because that, you know, that's not the racing line. We all go around the outside of Grumples there. We're always a little bit wary because all it takes is the car to hit a curb or just get a little bit more understeer than the driver's expecting, and they end up out wide, and well, I would end up in a lot of trouble in all of this. Gap to Ollie, 25 seconds at the halfway mark. Have we halved the gap to the leader? Maybe. It's going to be close. I mean, that's the whole point of this at the end of the day. It is going to be a close one. Longbow is not having as much fun with that Corvette. I mean, it is immensely fast in a straight line, but this is, of course, a real challenge around here with that car. I mean, they're awesome, don't get me wrong, great fun, but this is not the place for the Corvette, so to speak. Now, hit the curb. Whoa, a little too hard. Longbow is out onto the sand there. Can we get past? Whoa. Thought about it. I think Longbow saw us coming and realised I wasn't sure whether we were quite in range of a big dive bomb there, and Longbow was kind and probably realised there was a Cadillac having a think and did leave us some space on the inside. We've got a little bit of a gap. We tend to find the Coffee, is it? There's normally like a little group of cars. I think it's Coffee and Pegger and Ewan maybe that we've been finding each time around. That's kind of that. It's the Corvette, the Viper, and the... Oh, is it the Capri Roush? It's the weird-looking Roush car. I can't remember whether it's a Capri or a Mustang in this. Kind of looks a bit like a Zach Speed Capri, but squished, for want of a better word. It's down to 18 seconds to Ollie, 2 laps. I don't think we're going to do it. I don't think we're making enough time up here. It's going to, again, it's going to be close. It's going to really come down to how I get through traffic. I mean, how much performance. Every lap I'm probably getting quicker with this car as I'm slowly, very slowly getting familiar with what the DPI car... And my confidence builds once the tyre temperature comes up so much with this car. Now, Viper... Oh, sorry, Shadow with a Porsche. We have got a good run. We will pass the Viper. Very nice place to get that done. Well... Got it curbed through there. Impega's fighting Shadow. This is not what I want, particularly. We're going to slightly mess up Impega's race. Oh, we got it stuck on Shadow. Sorry, Shadow. Couldn't pull my car off of Shadows as we went through there. It's the, I say the desperation. Well, I say not desperation, but we know we're running out of time through this. We've really got to go. We've got the tyre. It's not going to be enough. We're not getting it down enough. To Ollie. We've got about 8 seconds off the time that lap around. It's the tangling certainly won't have helped. We're getting closer. We're going to get stinty here. That will be us up into 4th place. Ewan's Corvette is actually having a better time around here. That's up in 3rd, but we are not going to catch... I don't think we're going to catch the top 2, to be honest. I left it in 3rd there for the exit. Try to avoid the wheel spin if I could. Whoa. Come on. Can we get past... Well, we will get past Ewan here. It's not going to be enough. it's not going to be enough. I think Stevie may actually hold on to a podium this time around. I think Stevie's going to hold on to that second. I don't think I'm going to be able to close 6 seconds in the remainder of this lap. Yeah, I think I've just not been brave enough with the Cadillac, like there, for example, in previous laps. Little tangling with Shadow certainly didn't help, but I think I just didn't get brave enough with the car soon enough. Oh, and in my attempts at going quicker, we've thrown it away at the corkscrew. Yeah, I was giving it everything at the very end here. Well, we're going to be close. We're going to be close to stealing another position off Stevie right at the death, but it's not going to be close enough, I don't think. No, it's not. Oh, Stevie's gone wide on their own, but it won't matter. It's another third place. We consistently get third. I think I feel like I let the car down a little bit. I didn't get brave enough soon enough, and then I kind of went a bit too brave. But, yeah. Speedbeast got up to 5th in that one as well. Yeah, there was, I think, more speed in that I did not quite extract, really. It's another podium. It is another podium. Ewan held on to 4th at least with the Chevy. Impego would get up to 6th. The BMW slipping down a little bit. Or Liam get up to 12th. The big old Cutlass did not enjoy that track. I'm not a big surprise. Not surprised by that particular one. But yeah, not quite as close for a finish. I mean, it's a great fun challenge, this, and it really is, very, very challenging to do. I mean, the biggest challenge, though, is getting everything, I say, kind of balanced. I feel like all of those I could have won if I drove out a little bit better. So big thank you to Longboat for doing the maths and figuring out the lap times and the roll-off delay needed for this to be competitive. And, of course, to everybody for taking part. Because some cars have a bit of a lonely race during this. It's sort of more about my Cadillac trying to make its way up the order. But yeah, this has actually been very, very good fun. I've enjoyed it, even though it's not my normal sort of car and everything. It's been excellent. So there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.